Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today we're embarking on an exciting journey through the fascinating and surprisingly lucrative world of rare Pfennig coins. At first glance, these small fractional coins from Germany's past might seem like ordinary pieces of pocket change, but some specific years and types have become highly sought after on the international auction market. In this video, we'll learn about the history and background of the Pfennig denomination, explore the unique features that make certain examples stand out, dive into the reasons behind their collector demand, reveal real auction values in US dollars, and share tips for anyone interested in collecting or investing in these rare numismatic treasures. So let's get started. First up, the 1966 Pfennig coin from the Federal Republic of Germany. In this video, we'll unpack its history, what makes it interesting to collectors, how rare examples in fine condition can fetch strong prices on the auction market, and what you should look for if you're thinking about adding one to your collection. The 1966 Pfennig coin was issued in the era of the Deutsche Mark, the currency that powered West Germany's post-war recovery and became one of Europe's most stable monetary units. The Pfennig was the German equivalent of the penny, and this small denomination coin was struck in large numbers for everyday use. In 1966, these coins were minted in several different facilities, identifiable by mint marks such as D for Munich, F for Stuttgart, G for Karlsruhe, and J for Hamburg. The coin features an oak seedling on the obverse, a design element that symbolized growth and stability in the post-war years, and the denomination prominently on the reverse flanked by rye ears, reflecting both cultural and economic motifs of the time. The 1966 Pfennig apart is not just its design, but its composition and varieties. These coins were struck in brass-plated steel, giving them a distinctive look that contrasts with softer copper or silver issues that many collectors are familiar with. The oak seedling emblem on the obverse isn't merely artistic. It represents resilience and a forward-looking spirit, which resonates with the narrative of West Germany's economic miracle in the mid-20th century. Another unique aspect for collectors is the presence of different mint marks. Although millions were produced overall, the numbers vary by mint, and certain proof examples, especially from the D mint, were struck in very limited quantities, making them stand out too seriously. The 1966 Pfennig coin has attracted increasing attention from collectors. Most circulated examples remain common, but proof strikes and well-preserved pieces in higher grades are increasingly sought after. Coins graded in fine condition, which means they show moderate wear but retain most of their design details, can still be quite collectible, especially when tied to fewer surviving examples from specific mints. Only a handful of proof 1966 Pfennigs exist from some mints, and these rare varieties are actively chased in auctions around the world. Experienced collectors understand that rarity is not just about how many were originally minted, but how many have survived in collectible condition decades later. How much could a 1966 Pfennig coin bring you on the collector market today? Prices vary widely based on condition and mint mark. Most circulated examples sell for modest sums among casual collectors. However, rare proof examples or coins in exceptionally fine condition have appeared at auction and online marketplaces with remarkably high realized prices. In some cases, average auction prices for certain 1966 mint varieties, especially those with limited issuance, have been reported around $63 million, with top examples fetching even higher bids depending on market interest at the time. These prices show that even coins made of base metals can carry significant numismatic value when rarity and condition combine. If you're interested in collecting this coin or similar issues, here are some tips to keep in mind. First, educate yourself on the different mint marks and their relative scarcity. Understanding which varieties are rarer will help you spot valuable finds. Second, always examine the condition of the coin closely. Details like wear on the oak leaves, clarity of the mint date, and overall surface quality can have a big impact on value. Third, consider getting high-value coins professionally graded by trusted services, as certification can unlock stronger auction interest and better prices. Finally, stay patient and watch market trends. Collector interest can ebb and flow, and a rare coin in fine condition could rise in value over time. The 1966 5 Pfennig coin may not look like much in your pocket change, but beneath its small size lies a story of economic history and collector fascination. From its symbolic design and multiple mint varieties to the surprising auction prices that rare examples achieve, this coin deserves a place in any serious world coin collection. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, keep an eye out for these coins. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Next up, the 1965 2/5 coin from the Federal Republic of Germany. In this video, we're going to take an in-depth journey into its history and background, examine its unique features, discuss why circulated examples can be in demand, look at its current market value in US dollars, and offer practical tips for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, there's plenty to discover about this humble but intriguing piece of coinage. The 1965 2/5 coin, we first need to step back and look at the time in which it was made. After World War II, Germany was divided into East and West, and in the Federal Republic of Germany, commonly called West Germany, a new monetary system emerged with the Deutsche Mark at its center. The Pfennig was the subdivision of the Deutsche Mark, just as the penny is to the pound or the cent to the dollar. The 2/5 denomination was part of everyday transactions, used much like small change in any modern economy. By 1965, West Germany had experienced what economists call the Wirtschaftswunder, the economic miracle, rebuilding its economy and stabilizing its currency. In this context, millions of 2/5 coins were struck for circulation to support everyday commerce. Although most of these coins served practical purposes for buying bread, milk, and small goods, today they offer an incredible window into the everyday life and economic history of post-war Europe. The 1965 2 Pfennig coin might seem modest, but it has several features that make it noteworthy. On the obverse, you'll see the iconic oak seedling, the same symbol used on many German coins of the era, representing growth, strength, and the nation's rebuilding efforts after the war. On the reverse, the denomination is clearly marked with the number 2 and the word Pfennig set within a wreath of stylized oak leaves. The coin was typically struck in bronze, giving it a warm, reddish-brown appearance that changes beautifully over time as the metal ages and interacts with its environment. Each coin also carries a mint mark, indicating where it was produced, such as D for Munich or F for Stuttgart, details that experienced collectors pay close attention to, especially when tracking rarity among different mint outputs. The 1965 2/5 coin was mass-produced for circulation. Its story doesn't end with simply being common pocket change. In the decades since it was minted, many examples were lost, damaged, or melted down, leaving a smaller proportion of coins in collectible condition today. This dynamic many originally minted, but fewer surviving in good condition, creates the possibility of scarcity, especially for examples that retain clear details despite circulation wear. Experienced collectors know that coins from the 1960s can be intriguing precisely because they bridge the gap between historical artifacts and everyday objects. The demand for circulated 2 Pfennig coins tends to be strongest when the eye appeal is good, the wear is even, and the mint mark corresponds to a lower surviving population. While these coins are not as rare as high-grade proof coins or obsolete denominations, their appeal lies in the narrative they carry and the challenge of finding well-preserved specimens. So, what can a collector expect to pay or receive for a 1965 2 Pfennig coin in circulated condition today? Prices vary based on several factors, including the coin's overall eye appeal, specific mint mark, and how cleanly the design details remain visible despite wear. In general terms, Most circulated examples trade for $1 million, with typical prices often in the single digits to low double digits at auction or online marketplaces. However, coins that show attractive toning, sharper strike detail despite circulation, or come from a mint with fewer surviving pieces can command higher prices. In some cases, well-preserved circulated coins with desirable characteristics have realized prices that exceed the average range, particularly among collectors who focus on post-war German coinage. While these figures may not reach the astronomical levels seen with rare gold coins or century-old rarities, they reflect a vibrant collector interest and a steady market that rewards condition and story. The 1965 2 Pfennig coin, or expanding their collection of German coinage, there are some practical guidelines to keep in mind. First, make sure to educate yourself on the mint marks and understand which variants were struck in larger or smaller numbers, as this will help you assess relative scarcity. When evaluating coins in circulated condition, pay special attention to how much detail remains on key design elements like the oak seedling and the wreath. These help determine how collectors grade the coin and how much it's worth. It's also a good idea to purchase coins from reputable dealers or auction houses, and to compare recent auction results to stay informed about current market trends. And finally, don't overlook the importance of presentation. Even circulated coins with moderate wear can be impressive in a clean, well-lit display that highlights their historical character. The 1965 2 Pfennig coin may have started life as humble small change, but for coin enthusiasts and collectors, it offers much more: a piece of economic history, a story of post-war resilience, and the excitement of discovering a well-worn relic that still holds appeal decades later. Its value in the marketplace reflects both its historic context and the passion of collectors who appreciate the nuances of condition and rarity. Whether you're just starting your collection or you're a seasoned numismatist exploring classic European issues, coins like the 1965 2 Pfennig remind us that even modest denominations can carry value far beyond their original face worth. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting insights and rare finds. Until next time, happy hunting!